We now know what happened since. Chinese nationals posing as tourists. Chinese nationalists. Let me see. Chinese nationalists posing as tourists. Chinese nationalists. Chinese nationalists posing as tourists. Access military base. What's the word, y'all? What's the word? Tap in, tap in. Tap in, y'all. What's up? Where y'all at? Where y'all at? Share. Let's see how we do this. Share. Okay. Katie, what's the word, brother? Y'all tap in, man. I'm just trying to get everybody to tap in real quick. I'm be on here for a little bit, not too long, but you know, we're going to have some fun. Talk about all this bullshit going on. Right? What's the word, though, y'all? Check in, check in. Where y'all at? Where y'all from? It's crazy. Chinese nationalists posing as tourists has accessed U.S. military bases and other sensitive sites. This is crazy. Somebody just sent this to me. Chinese nationals posing as tourists have accessed U.S. military bases. It wasn't shot. It wasn't shot at. That's the bullcrap they be trying to give us. I'm supposed to wait until a couple people get in here. But that's the bullcrap they gonna tell us. Now watch that be a distraction for some bullcrap. Watch. I kid you not. Next thing you know, you're gonna hear something about Asian nationals and Chinese this and Chinese that. Watch. I kid you not. Cali, what's the word? What is that? Cali 82? What's up? Welcome, welcome. Y'all tap in. Where y'all from? Where y'all at? Where y'all from? Salute, salute. I'm trying to be on here for like an hour, y'all. Want to talk about a few things. We're going to talk about Tory. We're going to talk about 1090 Jake. As y'all know, once again, another grievance came out on him. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about frequency. I want to talk about it all, man. I want to talk about the power of manifestation, you know, the law of attraction, all that. They playing their music, man, loud. Toledo, stand up. Toledo, definitely stand up. Ohio, it's a lot of money in Ohio. If you know what you're doing. How y'all even feel? I don't know if y'all, what's the name, right? If y'all been paying attention to that whole Tory Lanez thing. I told everybody that, first of all, he was not going to get no appeal. He's not going to get, like, they're going to make him do some type of time. Right? And at the end of the day, like I said, Tory Lanez can't get an appeal right now, bro. It's too early. It's too fresh. And not to mention, if he was to get out, it'll cause a lot of uproar. We'll have these feminist groups coming out. Oh, he did this, he did that. He didn't get he didn't get no punishment, no consequence. Trust me. So they got to let him sit for a little bit. Even though we know it's all bullcrap, but he got to sit. It just got to look good. You know? That's all. It just got to look good.
Do you believe that?
How y'all feel about 1090 Jake though? All these grievances. You know what it is too? I'm saying here, so we just did a video on 1090 Jake, right? And I always see people, everybody got their own opinions. One thing I've learned with having a platform, you know, whether it's Instagram or YouTube, you know, you can't take it personal. Because everybody's gonna have their own opinion, right? None of this, well, unless it's clear as day, none of it is facts. 9 times out of 10, it's your opinion on how you feel about certain things. But people be so selective. That's what kills me. When they be so selective with their animosity, when they be so selective with their opinions, borderline bias, right? Because you call this one a snitch, but then won't call that one a snitch for whatever reason. You know, maybe you like them, whatever. Ladies, y'all might call this one a whore or X, Y, and Z, but y'all won't say, you see what I'm saying? It's weird. It's weird. So one thing I learned about having a platform is I can't overly express my opinions. A lot of times I be quiet, you know, I don't be talking too much about it. I may say my piece, but that's about it. I ain't gonna sit here and argue. I don't argue in the comments. I barely check the comments on YouTube. YouTube comments is crazy. I never forget one time. I mean, one day. Well, not one day, but I used to check the YouTube comments when I first started, and it was crazy because I'm like, damn, that'll not mess with your mental, but it messes with your energy a lot. Like your energy is going from here to there. One positive comment, a million negative, some positive. It's just like, nah, it'll mess with your mental. So you got to stay out of them YouTube comments, you know. And not even so much as that it mess with your mental. It's just the energy, that negative energy you don't need. It's a good ish with that tonight. Jay Grievance form. I used to rock with some, but after he keep playing with our culture, I'm like, it's got to be some stuff out there on him. He wasn't doing what he said. Yeah, let me tell you, right? Anybody that been, first of all, to be a white dude in a predominantly black jail and your blood, 9 times out of 10, you was a doja. And you know, I'm not trying to be biased. I'm not trying to be funny. That's just from what I've seen and personally being incarcerated. Now you do have some jails where you know the whites they have the Aryan Brothers, the Hell's Angels, or whatever little crew that they have, or even if they're not a crew, they ganged up together, right? So it's predominantly them. So you know they are like you know it's them. But whenever you see a white guy and he's blood or crip and it's predominantly black, yeah, I, and I be trying to be when I say things like that, I try to speak. You know, I'm trying to tread lightly. I don't want to sound too crazy, but I'm trying to tread lightly because I do know some white guys that's really like that. That's what be killing me too. I see in the YouTube comments, oh, you think just because he's white, he's no. That's y'all. Some of y'all be real racial with it. It's not about that because I know real people from all aspects of life, whether they white, Indian, Spanish, whatever. But you could tell when somebody's really like that and when they're not. Simple. And these grievance forms and especially the first one, naming names and crimes, and if anybody ever been incarcerated, you know what's going on. That's why I said in the last video, you could fool kids, you could fool women, you could fool anybody else. You can't sit there and fool anybody that actually been through it. Exactly. He said, bro, I rock with your channel, been following for a minute, just the music, it's a whole vibe. I appreciate that. And see, a lot of people don't understand that neither. That music is specially designed. Like, if y'all pay attention to everybody else's background music, it's like some rap, it's some instrumental, boom, bap, bap. Nah. That instrumental in the background, and the reason why, and I knew, let me tell you, when I chose that instrumental, it's not even an instrumental. That's the crazy part. But I'm gonna just call it instrumental. When I chose that one, I purposely chose it because I knew exactly what it was gonna do. It's a lo-fi but high vibrational instrumental. So while you're listening to my videos, it's subconsciously doing something to you in a positive way. So I always tell people if you ever catch the videos or whatever, Think about what you want in life. You know, it's supposed to help manifest. It's high vibrational, it's high frequency. So that's why a lot of people get that feeling. Sometimes you got people that be like, yo, listen, I rock with your channel and I rock with you. But that music though, that music, I like it. That's like, they get caught up in the music. So I know that's what it was intended to do. But anyway, you said I did 5 years and most of the white boys that were gang were the mules or held stuff. Exactly. That's me speaking from experience. I'm not speaking from a place where I ask people or I don't know or I read it somewhere. This is stuff I see with my own two eyes. Only a fool that don't know is gonna be like, oh, you're being biased, you're being racial, you're being prejudiced, discriminatory, whatever you want to say. No. If you see a white dude and he's in a Bloods or Crip and he's in a predominantly black jail, 9 times out of 10, he's the Doja. Simple. He's bringing something back off the dance floor. For y'all that don't know what the dance floor is, it's the visiting room. He's bringing something back from the visiting room. What else? He's doing whatever. In return, they're offering protection. That's where that comes from. See what I'm saying? That's where that comes from. If you see him in the game, 9 times out of 10, he's being offered protection. Simple. Bro, listen to lo-fi and Necro's music. I gotta write that down. Let me put that in my notes. You said Necros? Well, you said, yeah, Necros. Yeah, let's see. Lo-fi, Necros music. I'm gonna check that out. So, like I said, back to when we talking about I was about to say Tory Lanez. 1090 Jake, man. Everybody gonna have their own opinions. It is what it is. But like I said, firsthand, if you know what's going on, you know what's going on. Simple. I'm on the West Coast. I don't know no white boy. And he said out here, that's a lame or a week. Keep that. I mean, like I said, you have some. I know some white boys that's really like that. But it's rare that you're going to see the ones I'm talking about in the Bloods or Crip. It's rare. They either got their own thing going on, or they with the Aryans, or the Hells Angels, or this club, that club. They got their own thing going on. They're not going to be a Blood or a Crip. I'm sorry. That just is what it is. So, like I said, he only fooling himself. He only fooling the people he's around, or kids and women. When it comes to a grievance for the people that sit there, oh, he didn't snitch. Just because his name isn't in paperwork doesn't mean he didn't snitch. Simple. Right? A grievance, if you know anything about a grievance, and you've been in jail, like I said, and I keep saying that, real quick, I'm nowhere near glorifying jail at all, because I hate when people love to bring up jail, jail, jail. No, we're not doing that, all right? It's for the birds. I was so pissed when it even happened. I'm telling you, like, you feel like a idiot. But when you in there, right? So the grievance forms can also be used when somebody's trying to tell on another inmate, but they don't want to be caught talking to a CO. A CO would tell you, listen, drop a grievance form. So the whole time you thinking Buddy dropping a grievance against the cops or the jailhouse conditions, because usually that's what it's for. Whole time he talking about everything he's seen and everybody. You know, that's what that's about. And like I explained in the video, we living in a time where everything's being exposed. I would have never thought I'd see a time where grievances is going viral on social media. It's not supposed to be like that. Somebody's supposed to be getting in trouble. Somebody. All this jailhouse surveillance and this, I don't know how it's able to go on, but it's going on. These are the times we living in. So the thing about that is with the grievance, he never thought that he was going to get caught. You know, he thought it would never be exposed to the public. That's why. And it wasn't his first grievance. He said in the new one, I'm gonna keep writing them until X, Y, and Z. And it's crazy because let me tell y'all the difference. Cause I see somebody in the comments saying, "Oh, once you write to to what he said? Won't you write to the law? He really meant like once you write to the staff or administration, you're automatically telling. That's not how that works, right? In jail, if you got a problem with the COs, because they do, you got some COs that be really they be wilding out. You'll be in there for whatever you get into it with one of them. They send you to the hole. You're not going to eat for like that week, sometimes more. Or even if you do get food, they done did something to it. They done spit in it. They done did all type of wickedness to it. Or if they didn't do it or you don't know, and your head start playing with you like, damn, he probably spit in here, pissed in here, he dug up his nose. You know, I ain't eating this, man. I'm telling you, it get like that. I'm telling you, jail is a place you don't want to be, man. So you do have certain COs like that, and that's what the grievances is for. The grievance is not, I repeat, is not for naming other inmates and speaking on any type of crimes that you endured while you were incarcerated. I'm sorry. And your whole yeah, you get your 3 meals, but the thing is, you don't know what was done to it. He could have spit in it. He could have dug up his nose, hawk, anything. So they're gonna give you your meals. You can't get commissary. You can't get phone calls. If I'm not mistaken, I think they give you mail. I'm not sure. In certain places they give you mail, but I know some places they don't. In the shoe, you don't get your mail. You wait till you get out. Yeah, if you see that goes without saying. If you know any porters, you know anybody working in laundry, any of your porters, if you know any porters, they can slip you. You know they look out for you. You could get extra food, get whatever. But like I said, man, that place is for the birds. This is why when you see people like him kind of glorify it, posting guns and this on a rat, and automatically, like I said earlier, if you over 27, I really want to say 25, because by the time you're 25, you grown enough to know what you're doing. If you 24 years old and you posting guns, something wrong with you. Something wrong with you. You're a derelict. That's a fact. So when you see somebody posting guns and they grown, you like, all right, I already know what type of person you are. You weird. So that's the type of activity I expect out of you. Jordan Taylor, what's up? Appreciate you for pulling up. What's the word? And you know what the problem is? Everybody want to be buddy-buddy. I don't see nobody really calling 1090 out. And when they do, everybody trying to be soft about it. That's that selective stuff that I'm talking about. Don't be soft about it. Because if it was 6ix9ine, right, it would be a different story. If it was Gunna, well, I don't know how people feel about Gunna these days because he's selling out arenas. You know? So, like I said, they selective with it. And it's right, it's clear as day. It's clear as day, right there. Right? And people are still a little timid. Oh, yeah, 1090 Jake, they're saying, and, nah, I don't care. I don't care about none of that. We got to really stop being selective with the people we chose to hold accountable. It said, if what you said, F prison, facts. I tell inwards every day if you go in and out of jail. Yeah, if you go in and out of jail, something wrong with you. Something wrong with you. Ain't no women in there, ain't no money. I mean, it's definitely money in there. Don't get it confused, but who wants to go there to make money? Right? Who wants to go there to make money? At the end of the day, right, if you go in and out of jail, it's just you something not clicking, something not registering. How I took it when I got in there, I said, I bet. This is my learning lesson. I didn't budge. Judge said that little time, I bet. It is what it is. You just got to prepare yourself. On to the next. On to the next. Oh, and that's the story that I was trying to say. So I seen somebody in the comments say, oh, he wrote to the jail. He's writing just because he wrote to the jail. Now, that's where I got to stop you, because, no. Like I stated, a grievance is usually written to talk about the jailhouse conditions, or if you come across just a grimy CO that's really just wilding. Now, like I stated in the video too, you got some people that'll still say, yo, that's snitching because you snitching on the CO. However, I'm 50-50 on that because I understand what they mean. Because especially if you in a gang, nah, you can't be, oh, this CO did it. You in a gang. You ain't normal no more. You ain't normal no more. So you want to be tough, you want to be this, you got to stick to them gang codes. If not, don't join a gang. Simple. Everybody want to join the gang because of the perks, right? But when it comes to them courtrooms, when it comes to telling, they be different. So, like I said, some people think that it's snitching. Me, the reason why I'm 50-50 on it, because I understand that it may be snitching, but I do understand that it be some grimy COs out there, man. And I don't know how familiar y'all are with upstate, right? Upstate prison. A lot of people go up there and do not make it back down. Them people up there, first and foremost, they hate people from the city. And when you go up there on that macho, they gonna show you. And them other people do not like people like you to begin with anyway. So they got no problem doing whatever they want to do to you. Simple. So you got to be careful. When you in there too, don't come in there acting like you tough. Please, when you go any type of jails, do not go in there acting like you tough, because now you giving yourself unwanted attention. And the same energy you put out there, that's the energy you're going to get back. Second thing, don't go in there acting overly friendly. I've seen people go in there act overly friendly because they think that's the way they're going to get to people like, hey, bro, my bro, bro, yeah. They going to they going to trick you before you know it. you giving up your commissary, they got you joining whatever gang, right? They got you giving up money. You giving up your pin code for the phone. So now you got Big Bubba over there. He using your phone time, and you don't even know. And there's nothing you gonna do about it. I'm telling you, man. You go in there, be yourself. I was in there for fraud, around dudes that done assaulted, shot this one, did this to this one, attempted murder, all that. But your energy projects more than anything. Be yourself. That's gonna win wherever you are when you are yourself. You throw a welcome home function when dudes come home but fail to give the ones that's actually in it. That's a fact too. Let me tell you one thing. When I was incarcerated, I didn't take no pictures. You know, when people take pictures and send them home, that's the most weirdest thing in my life. That's not a time I want to remember. I don't care what nobody say. And once again, I'm big on energy and frequency, and I feel if any of that is in my presence, that's messing with my energy. That's bad energy right there. I don't want any of that in my presence. So I didn't take no pictures. What else? I didn't. All my friends, I told them, do not get on social media talking about free me. That's weird. I don't like it. What else? And the good thing is, the girl that I was with at the time, she wasn't with it neither. She didn't want none of that. She's like, nah, I'm not with that saying free you and all that weird stuff. So that was good too, because sometimes women, they be the emotional ones getting on social media saying they miss you and whatever. So yeah, man, it's wicked. Don't harbor that nasty energy. Nobody wants to be in it anyway. So let's not even bring that to fruition. Yeah, that's pretty much what a grievance form is. You're complaining about the conditions of the jail. The minute you start mentioning names and crimes and this one did this and this one did that, yeah, yeah. You talking too much. What's up with BG? I don't know what's up with BG. BG don't even seem like BG to me. BG don't seem like BG, man. And I don't know what it is, y'all. Like a lot of people, they be like, "Oh, Hookah, you overwoke," or you. It's not that. It's just that once you open that Pandora's box, right, and you start seeing stuff, it's like you never see things the same. And I'm looking at BG and his movements, and it's just weird. Then you start to go back and think, yo, why every time these dudes come out of jail or they leave and return, They come out zesty, weird, way different. Like, watch when Tory Lanez come out. When Tory Lanez first, come out, watch how he act. Let me tell you, I can almost guarantee it. Look at Kodak Black. Kodak Black went to jail a couple times before in the beginning of his career. Never been the same. We done got like 5, 10 different Kodak Blacks. Judging off of pictures alone. Look at Jamie Foxx. He didn't go to jail. He went through that hospital thing where he died and was revived back to life. Jamie don't look the same. Jamie ain't talking the same. None of that. What's going on? He said, I gotta disagree with you there. I got 10 suspended to 7. Did 5 on 7. I was 5 hours away from where I live, so I had to take pics and sit on. I mean, listen, the pictures is opinionated. You see what I'm saying? I'm not saying not take pictures. I'm just saying what I didn't do because I didn't like it. I didn't like dudes sitting there and, you know. Now, if you taking pictures to, like, let's say you go on a visit and you take a picture because your mother or your daughter or your son or your wife or whatever, they want something to hold on to because, of course, if you're doing 10 years, you said 10 suspended to 7. 7 still crazy. Let me tell you, anytime, any amount of time in there is crazy. A week in there feel like a month. A month feel like a year. So, at the end of the day, yeah. If your family want a picture, that's different. I'm talking to the guys that sit there and want to post on Instagram, free my bro, free my bro, free me. Put up jail pictures like they tough. Dudes can't wait to put up their jail pictures. Be backwards, man. I don't know what's going on. I see it all the time. Free me. Let me tell you, I got people that when I came back, they was like, yo, where you been? I'm like, oh no, first of all, I wasn't telling people that I was locked up. I'm like, I was around. I was, chilling. What's up? Oh, all right, nah, we just wondering like where you was at, cause I haven't seen you. But the thing about it, I'm not the type to always pop up and pop out anyway. So it was regular. But that's how you do it. You don't need everybody in your business anyway, man. You don't need that. Cats me in there having whole photo shoots. Facts. With the silly poses, with your mans with you. You want to look extra tough, you already behind bars. What you want to look extra tough for? You already locked up, champ. For real, you already locked up. What more you want to look gangster for? Joy, what's up, Joy? Appreciate you for pulling up. How much time we got? We got a lot of time. Appreciate you for pulling up, man. We spoke on this. J-Man yelling. Man, those are clowns. And see, I hate to get on here and talk like that because what people do, they either screen record, send it. Oh, yeah. I don't really do the whole other platforms because that's what a lot of people like to do to get they page lit, views and all that. We don't do that. But yeah, dudes is just straight no good, man. We just gonna say that. Dudes is doing bad. You got one talking about, oh, this one is sucking my this and what? I don't know. I don't know what type of weird friendship they got, relationship they got. They better than me. I'll tell you that much. I never heard of friendships like that. Where you could tell me I'm sucking your this, I'm riding your wave, you gonna smack me, you doing this and X, Y, and Z. Next you know we hanging out together, doing videos, skits together. Nah, that's crazy. That's the crazy part. Somebody just sent me a live earlier of Tay Savage arguing with somebody on live. Not pushing peace, man. I was driving, so I didn't get to catch it. But yeah. Let me tell y'all, like I said before, right now pushing peace is marketable. right? That's why you see, and this is why when I say what I say, people act, oh, Hookah, you're instigating or you don't want. No, it's not none of that, man. But I'm realistic. I'm logical. You can't sit here and tell me you want to push peace and then put out a song talking about spinning blocks and killing this and I'll do X, Y, and Z. What? You can't tell me you want to push peace if the same person that's next to you who also rap is making songs about spinning, drilling, and killing, or on social media clowning other people dead mans. You can't do that. It's contradicting. And he's with you. So what does that say about you? I took some pictures when I was in the joint, but when I was about to get out, I threw those pictures in. Yeah, you gotta throw them away. Let that go. Wash your hands with that. I don't want that no more. That ain't my life. That jail crap is not. It's not sweet. It's nothing cool about that. There's no women in jail. It's no money. Well, you know what I mean. You can't go get fly in jail. Them little Pumas and them all black sneakers or the all white sneakers they tell you to have with the gray jumpsuits or the brown, the doodle brown jumpsuits. Nobody want to be in them. Come on. So at the end of the day, man, that ain't a place for nobody. Of course he do. And you know what's funny? This is what I was saying. This is how selective people are, right? Shout out to Bo Deal, you know, a Chicago legend, Chicago OG. Shout out to him. I don't know what he's doing behind the scenes. I know, from my understanding, Bo Deal, you know, he trying to push peace for real, get people to sit down. Got these guys like I was explaining before. Somebody like him, somebody like JoJo Capone. These are guys that really have Chicago, you know, in the chokehold, right? You see what I'm saying? These are when it comes to Chicago, these are the guys. So when I mentioned the last time, I'm like, yo, in order to get real peace, we gotta see real people push peace. We gotta see the same people that was pushing destruction push peace. That's the only way this will work. Nobody cares about King Ella. Nobody cares about Tay Savage. Shout out to Tay Savage. You know, it's no beef. It's none of that. None of that weird stuff. I don't do none of that. Right? J-Man, J-Man don't matter. None of these people matter. We gotta get guys that helped push the destruction, help push the peace. That's the only way it's gonna work. Those are the ones that got the people invested in it. Those are the same people those are the same people that can get the audience invested in the piece. You see what I'm saying? At the end of the day, right? Think about it. Y'all can't keep telling me I want to push peace. Y'all can't keep telling me that y'all want to do X, Y, and Z, but not mention dirt. Right? Who's going to him telling him that we need to push peace? You know, who's going to him? Because let me tell you, right? Let me show you how this is going to work. You got J-Mane, Tay Savage, Mimo, J.H.E. Ruger. I think I said Tay Savage already, right? So Tay Savage, FYB J-Mane, King Ella, Ruger, and Mimo. That's 5 people, right? Out of those 5 people that got the message going on about pushing peace, right? Dirk by himself got more influence than all 5 of them people combined times 10. So, which means that if these 5, in which we know the pushing pieces, so, but if these 5 are pushing peace, and then this one big colossal person out of Chicago is sitting there still dissing in his music when he dropped songs, these 5 people don't matter. That's what I'm saying. These 5 people don't matter. And that's another thing that kills me too, but I don't speak on it because it's really none of my business. I'm not from Chicago and I'm not in Chicago. But it kills me how the people moved out of Chicago, that's out of Chicago, claiming that they want peace, and they're not in Chicago. Don't move from the chaos and then, yes, we should do peace. Nah. You should have been on that time when you was there. It would have made more sense. Dudes be like, I'm from Chicago. You haven't been there in a long time, man. But teach his own. Like I said, man, I don't. Certain topics I really don't even like speaking on either because, dudes be sensitive. These days you can't disagree with nobody without having beef. That's the new thing. You disagree with somebody, oh, we got beef. What? I ain't beefing with you. I need a bag. I need some money. That beef is just a waste of time and a waste of energy. And that's another thing too. What was it? I went live. I went live on Instagram. And like I said, you can't push peace without giving these kids an alternative. Right? So everybody's, yo, push peace, push peace. We gotta push peace. We're pushing peace. Peace, peace, peace. All this. All this. Where's the action? Show these young dudes how to get money. Show these young dudes how to get on YouTube, start their own YouTube channel and start making money from YouTube. Show these young dudes how to make money off affiliate marketing, which is very easy. Show these young dudes how to make money off of Amazon. Show these young dudes how to make money off of Walmart. Show these young dudes how to start a clothing line, a t-shirt. You could literally start a t-shirt business and make money. Show these kids how to make money. If y'all really care about the youth like y'all say y'all do, show these kids how to make money. I don't understand how Tay even dealing with them dudes. He is the reason, because in the beginning people were more invested in the Tay Savage, because he had all the hype around him. He just came out after doing a long stretch. People are wondering what he gonna do next. All that. If y'all remember when J-Man was running around with that OTF crap, we been got him out of here. Like, you know what? Weird. He better think Tay Savage. I mean, he kind of bubbled off it more than Tay Savage because he's actually funny. But if it wasn't for Tay Savage, the pushing peace movement wouldn't be as what it is now. When J-Man first tried to do it, well, he wasn't really even. J-Man got it moving. I guess that'll be a personal opinion. The reason why I say Tay Savage played a big part in that is because before Tay Savage, right, before he linked up with J-Man tried doing it. We did all them interviews and whatever, put 63rd on his face and OTF on his face. It was funny for a minute, but then people are like, all right, come on now. And they calmed down. Then when Tay Savage got out, he did the interview talking about John Wick and whatever, and then when they came together, that's what made it big. The OTF stuff was funny, but people was getting annoyed. A lot of people was getting annoyed, especially the 63rd dudes, Dutchie, Young and them. They was getting annoyed. Because, like, yo, you making us look bad. You got us looking crazy. Tory's on watching. Matter of fact, speaking of OTF, right? How y'all feel about Tasha K alleging that Lil Durk pretty much OD'd? And Lanez said that he misses his concert shows, tour dates because of dehydration. I think boy overdosed. And maybe Duty Low was just a face. Because it all kind of happened around the same time. We all was wondering why did we was all wondering why Dirk had to give up 100 grand for Duty Low to go to treatment. That was a little weird. I just watched a video of 1090 snitching on a need report about contraband and for see, it's all coming out. It's all coming out slowly but surely. Let me tell y'all one thing about the internet, especially in today's day and age. When it comes to you exposing people, your record got to be pretty much clean. You got to have a clean slate. You can't have no skeletons in your closet. Even your own family, your own friends, for the right price, they'll give up some information about you. So you got to be careful. You can't be out here throwing stones if you live in a glass house, man. Talking about exposing this one and that one, and then, you got that on your record. And look, that's what I was explaining earlier. I don't know if you were saying earlier, but that's what I was saying. Some people don't like, all right, we understand a grievance is pretty much used to complain about jailhouse conditions and, COs. However, other guys, like the gangsters, the gang members and the tough guys, they believe that that's still a form of snitching. The average Joe Schmo, the average regular people, they're not going to get it. But the gangsters, they like, nah, we not condoning that. Why you telling on the police officers? Because 9 times out of 10, the police officers you telling, those are the ones that's closer to the inmates. That's why in the grievance, he was like, and I was told that if they don't do it, they're going to get some inmates to do it. That's telling. That's telling. You giving up the whole play. That's telling. You're afraid. That's a fact. So, like I said, it's I don't know. Everybody's selective these days with their opinions when it comes to somebody they got a little interest in or they like. But that man did bad. And like I said, so the next question is, oh, they gonna have inmates. Who? Who's one of the inmates you seen like beating people up? And because you said that, once you bring that up, now they're gonna ask, who's the inmates? Do you know anybody that do that? Have you heard of anybody doing that? You hear what he said? Those same gangsters get on YouTube and speak on other people's affairs, which is why, that's why right now, O Block going through what they going through. Trench News going through what he going through. A lot of these guys going through it because these are the same gangsters that used to say, oh, YouTubers are the police. YouTubers are snitches. YouTubers, they this, they that. These same guys got on the internet, on social media, on YouTube, and decide that they want to speak on street business that they were really around for. Just blabbering out the mouth. Yeah, because when What's the name got shot, J-Man used her as a shield. Oh, when What's the name got shot, Butter ran, and then he met up with Poom Poom, and when Poom Poom seen him, they both ducked into the gangway. What? Yo, sometimes we watch these interviews like, yo, it's no way I'm watching this right now. No way. Yeah, then his knee got blown. Ask Bud about his knee. Because when I seen the bullet hit such and such, what's the name got out the car and then, what? No way. Like I used to get called a lamb for being a civilian. You're gonna find out I'm keeping him more solid than he's tough. Yeah, trust me. And then, as you get older, you realize that too. A lot of these tough guys, they're not tough. That's one. Most of them not tough. And this is a quote I always used to say when I was young. Some of these people are not really tough. They just forced to be that because they don't got nothing else going on for themselves. I'm gonna repeat it again. Some of these people really aren't tough. They just act super tough because that's the only thing they got for themselves. Being tough is free. You know, it's not hard to be tough. It's not hard to go out and try to kill somebody, and that's easy. That take no skill. So this is something that I could be great at, right? When you coming up, you like, damn, I don't know how to make money. I ain't got no damn money. Damn, I'm broke as hell. But guess what? I can make a name for myself in these streets. If I shoot X, Y, and Z, if I rob this one, if I do this to this one, I might make money. You see what I'm saying? You see how that works? Get to the money, that's gangster. Get out the hood, that's gangster. Get your family out the hood, that's gangster. Drive the latest car. Had a baddest chick. Oh, if you really think you like that, have two bad chicks that know about each other. You see what I'm saying? That make it fun. Just because you got money to get people whacked don't mean, yeah, that's another thing too. I mean, everybody got money these days anyway, man. It's too easy to make money, whether it's on a low scale or a high scale. What Jay-Z said, what's that line? He said, if you can't get money and the earth is big, you worthless, kid. Simple. Simple. Oh, Lord have mercy. What time is it? 46. We got like 20 minutes. So I worked 10 years today and made it to my son's parent. You mean 10 hours? I hope you say. Yeah, you definitely meant 10 hours. And made it to my son's parents' conference, paid my mama's cell phone bill, and sent two homies out. See what I'm saying? That's gangster. Taking care of your people, that's gangster. Taking care of your kids, that's gangster. Making sure they ain't gotta go through what you went through, that's gangster. Them little bills your mother can't pay on her own. Listen, here, Ma, take this. Now she gets to spend her money freely on something she want to do that she normally can't do because she tied up in bills, or because she tied up in bills and buying stuff for your younger siblings. You see what I'm saying? Now that's gangster. Who gonna tell me that's not gangster? I don't respect the man that go home and, mama crib, he going there beefing because he drunk. You see what I'm saying? Or he going there, he don't like, oh, mama always complaining. Oh, she telling me to clean this and clean it. Yeah, because you a kid. You a kid. You living with moms. You got no desire to do anything. You a kid. That's why she treating you like that. That's why the women you attracting treating you like that. That's why you attracting the women you attracting. And it's crazy because this seemed like it's about to segue into what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about attraction. I want to talk about raising frequency. I want to talk about energy, because men and women don't understand the importance of energy and frequency, and wonder why a lot of the things that they don't want to happen continuously happens to them. It's the way you think. It's the way you talk. It's the people you're around. It's the places that you're commonly in. All these ties into the people that you got into your life, the places that's in your life, and the way you think. Albert Einstein said that it's a form of insanity to keep doing the same thing and expect different results, right? So people will sit there and keep thinking negative. Oh, this ain't gonna happen for me. This ain't gonna do. Damn, I can't do this. I can't do that. And expect good things to happen to them. How? In school, they tell us a negative plus a negative is not a positive. That's math. That's basic math. And it goes with your thinking. A negative plus a negative is never going to make a positive. So at the end of the day, man, we got to change the way we think. We got to change the way we act. We got to change the way we view things. And it comes with time. We're not just going to get it overnight. Watch videos. When I first got released, I had to watch, there's a guy named Keon Henderson. I'll never forget. He got me through some real tough times. I went through it, man. I went through it. This is why I talk the way I do now. And nobody could tell me nothing. You know why? Because when I was down, I'm talking about down on my, listen, when I was down, it was just me. It was just me. And I remember those times. I remember those days when I prayed, literally on my knees, praying for some of the things that I have now. How can I not feel blessed? You see what I'm saying? When you really, you ever just sat back, right? Like when you feel like, damn, this ain't working for me, this ain't. Or when you got something but you want more and you just you sit back like, yo, it was a time where I was really like down, man. Like you really got to sit back and have that epiphany like, yo, maybe life ain't too bad after all. I didn't have that car. I didn't have that house, that apartment. Forget the clothes, forget the jewelry. I don't care about none of that. I'm talking about things that matter. You see what I'm saying? So sometimes we gotta come to that realization. Be thankful. Be grateful. Have that gratitude, because you know why? That same gratitude is gonna pull you in to that life that you desire. 48 laws of power is real. Facts. Limit your alcohol and weed and your mood will pick up. I promise you. That's a fact. Now, one thing about me, I drink, right? Yo, I hear. Somebody must be arguing outside. Anyway, we all got our vices, right? But I don't want to say that because I don't want to make it seem like I'm minimalizing it. No, I said minimalizing. Wow, my fault, y'all. Minimizing it or making an excuse, right? Because a lot of people do that when they start saying, I hate when people do this too. When you tell them about themselves and the first thing they say is, well, I do this, but you do this. See, that's the problem. You can't take accountability. If you ever go to any drug programs, they say the first step, right, is admit. First, you got to admit that you have a problem. A lot of people can't do that, whether it's masturbation, alcoholism, weed, cigarettes, any of that crap. At the end of the day, you have to admit that it's a problem, right? Identify the problem, and then the second part is taking accountability. These two, people can't get past those two. That's crazy. This is why a lot of people can't manifest the life that they want. They can't do certain things that they want because they can't get past those two steps. Pride, ego, right? Some people cannot tell you that they have a problem with something and just leave it at that. They got to tell you that that they have a problem with something, but after they tell you, they point out your flaws. Y'all know people that do that? I know a lot of people that do that. I used to do that. They admit that they have a problem, but after they admit that they have a problem, they point out yours. Well, you do such and such. Well, you do. See, that's a problem. I didn't ask you. We're not talking about me. And that's another thing. Sex, semen retention, masturbation. Stop that. You know how much, let me tell you, when I was younger, probably, I couldn't tell you when the last time I masturbated. And not even being nasty, whatever, we talking freely. That's how we do when we up here. But the last time I was probably 13, maybe oh no, I'm lying. I think the last time was, because I remember I was with my ex, and she actually caught me. That's crazy. That's another story. That's why I gotta make a Patreon so we could talk freely, man. But I think the last time I was actually, I want to say 21, 22, somewhere up there. Anyway, he laughing. Yeah, I had to remember real quick, man. That's a crazy story. We'll get into that one day. I gotta make a Patreon. But so yeah, that feeling, right? I used to do. Listen, I'm talking about 3-4 times a day when I was like 13, 14. I had a computer very early in life. When the internet first popped off with the AOL and all that, right? So the porn sites is like, wow. You see what I'm saying? So when you when you masturbate, that takes too much energy out of you. You don't want to do nothing. You know how much time you waste when you do that? You beat off, masturbate or whatever, and then guess what you want to do? Go to sleep. That's all you want to do. Go to sleep, lay down. You don't have no desire to do anything in the day anymore. You know how much time you're wasting? Let's say you wanted to build a business. These young kids that's out here building businesses or whatever, they're not masturbating. You putting yourself at a disadvantage because now when you out here trying to have sex with everything or you masturbating, what happened is you're lowering your frequency for one. You're lowering your energy because all those sperm cells and everything that's coming out of you, that's massive energy. That's a big release. You see what I'm saying? I remember so I played football. I was a big heavy on football when I was young. It was times I used to masturbate before the games. How I did it, I don't know. Sometimes I had a good game, sometimes I didn't. But most of the time that I did was because I did that before the game. Really had like not even an addiction. But it was somewhere near it. Somewhere near it, man. Point is, it takes away a lot of your energy. It makes you not productive. And in return, you just there, right? It's stopping your creative thought process. You don't want to do nothing physically. You don't care to think about anything mentally. Now, when you do that, let's say you sit on the couch or on your bed, you lay down all day. You just wasted a day because you're drained. Now, let me give y'all a secret, right? Here's a manifestation technique that a lot of people don't understand. With sex, when you're about to ejaculate, man and female, think about what you want in life, whether it's money, whether it's whatever you want, a house, a car. Think about that at that very minute that you're going to ejaculate, and do that, more often. Watch whatever you want come to you faster than ever. Mark my words. That's a little manifestation trick. It has to do with the sex energy, the transformation of sexual energy. People don't understand how serious I'm trying to keep it, basic for you two. I'm trying to keep it real community guideline-ish. Because they like to send strikes and everything for anything, so. But y'all know what I mean, man. That's one of the techniques that you can use to manifest certain things that you want faster. Look it up, too, if you want. It's called sex transformation, manifestation, or something like that. Yeah, it's a fact. If you jack it, you have no incentive to break it. Because what you're doing is you're just wasting time. You're wasting time. And that's what they want. They don't want you productive. Why do you think porn is free? You know how much websites they got out there? Free. Free. Go ahead. You want to? Come on over. Come watch this big distraction. Come do what you got to do and then be laid up for the rest of the day for hours. Don't get nothing done. Come. That's what we want. No, don't think about your dreams. Do not think about building your credit for that house. Don't think about building your credit for that car. Don't get that duplex that you could rent out to government tenants or regular tenants. And don't do that. No, don't make your first house a duplex or a triplex. Rent it out and you live at the bottom and have everything paid for itself. And then in the next 6 months, when everything clear up, right, and you're approved for another one, you get another one. Don't do that. I'm telling you, it's a lot going on out. It's a lot of ways to make money. It's a lot of things that's being exposed to us now that them other people been knew, but we just catching up. But we know that in this race called life, and this is why it's a marathon, every time we get like a step closer, they pull the finish line back just a little bit more, just like that. You see what I'm saying? Every time first of all, we already starting from behind. They got the head start up here, right? Every time we do this, right here. Or when we get just a little close, they catching up, All right, after we pass them, let's move this finish line a little more far back. So we end up being all the way back here again. You see how that works? Every time we get our foot on something. If you notice, a lot of our cultured people, we're in real estate now. It was never like that. Real estate was a very hard market to get into. Nobody was teaching us nothing. Now you got a bunch of gurus. selling courses or teaching you how to do it yourself. You just got to pay attention. Yeah, you right, King. But see, and this is why I like to tell people, don't worry about, don't chase that feeling. You know, don't chase that sex feeling. Don't chase that, man. Let me tell you, I paid attention to a lot of the billionaires, millionaires. You know, very wealthy people. One thing I noticed about them, yes, they were nerds, but that helped because they didn't have distraction of a woman. You know, they didn't have distraction of sex. They didn't have distraction of, oh, I gotta take my girl out. I gotta spend my last and wait for my next paycheck or to get money. They didn't have the distraction of, oh, my boys want to go out to the club tonight. Oh, we're underage drinking. Oh, we're underage smoking. They didn't have those distractions. We do. It's everything put against us to try to, some of us feed into it, some of us don't. Now, if you could balance it out, because like I was explaining to y'all earlier, me, I get a lot of things done. I wake up early, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning, really 6 o'clock, if I'm being realistic, right? But sometimes I do wake up at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. But if not 4 or 5, definitely 6 o'clock in the morning every day. And you know how much work I get done before a person even wakes up? The average person, they waking up 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock. By the time you woke up, I've already been up 4 hours ago and I done already accomplished more than you probably gonna get in the day. You see what I'm saying? That's how that works. Whether you gotta do laundry, whether you gotta clean the crib. I wake up early, get that stuff done. After I get that stuff done, I got the day to myself. I get work done early too. All right, look, prior to getting on this live, right? You know how much I did today? Had a meeting. I had a client today because, like, I do motivational coaching, right? I had a client today. I had another client, but they canceled. What happened? What else? Oh, I designed a logo for somebody. Then I did business cards for them. Then I did a job application for them because they got their own business. They need job applications done. I did that for them. What else? I did a video today, the 1090 Jake video that we did, and now I'm live. You see what I'm saying? It's all about what you make time for. Wake up, crush the day, say your daily affirmations. Look at this. Let me show y'all something. This is what I see every day before I leave the house. I haven't been keeping up with it. Look, daily affirmation. I open my mind to money making ideas. That's my that's pretty much my montage, my affirmation. Every day. I open my mind to money making ideas. Get your mind used to saying positive things. Get your mind used to the life that you want to live. You know, you got to already feel it before it comes. Pause. Look, well, no, that's get oil changed. I definitely got to get an oil change. It's been a minute because I've been wrote this. I got to so I do YouTube courses. I got to make it teachable. For y'all that know about courses and all that, Teachable. The Teachable app is a good app everybody's telling me about, so I got to do Teachable. I got another channel, Make 1 Second Reels. These are explaining the little cheat codes on how to go viral on Instagram. This too, keep all YouTube shorts 10 seconds or less. The algorithm changed, so it's not 10 seconds or less no more. It's actually 30 seconds or less. Yeah. I actually gotta erase something, actually. And I could give game, and especially, let me tell y'all, man, and I always give, I don't know whether y'all catch it, whether y'all care or not. When it comes to YouTube, yeah, I sell courses, but I'm always giving out game for free. And the crazy part is, I sell courses for $45. And I guarantee you, because I done bought people courses, I done dibbled and dabbled in a couple courses. I see what it is. I guarantee you the course that I got, and I know it sounds cliche, because of course I'm supposed to tell you that my course is better than everybody's course. But I'm telling you for a fact. And I'm telling you all the information that's in my course comes from me. Let me prove it. Hold on. Let me prove it to you. Because before it goes in the course, right? It goes in this book right here. And y'all see what this is? Millionaire. That's what I'm going for. Plus, I'm a private client. So when these guys be, first of all, when these guys be talking money, right? Anyway, when they be talking money, they really ain't about it. If you know anything about being a Chase private client, first of all, you can't get this book if you don't got a certain amount of money in your account. You're never gonna see this book. Y'all look it up. Look up the requirements of being a Chase private client, and we just gonna leave it at that. But anyway, you know I'm humble with it because, like I said, I know what the bottom feels like. All this is my information, bro. You see this? Play. This is what I call them. These are plays. Go to YouTube search engine, type in a search term relating to your niche. Look up a keyword that's strong in your analytics. 2, filter the YouTube. Like, these are all stuff that I came up with myself. Y'all only know about the Hookah Anonymous channel, but I have over, 6, 7 channels now? My goal is 20, but I got 7 channels that all make money. Look, these are also in the course as well, right here. Now, when people tell you that they're giving you free game and gems, right? They don't have this in their course. And if y'all want, screenshot this. This is in the course. Screenshot it, right? Free game. These are all the sites that you need, and probably these are just alternatives. It's only about 4 that you really need from here, maybe 5 that you need from here, that you need the way you can make an automated YouTube channel. You ain't got to say nothing. You ain't got to do none of that. Just use AI. There's people making 6 figures on YouTube just by using AI technology. Do the research. It's not hard. Right? So like I said, when you go to my course, when you purchase my course, just know that all the information is my information. Look, starting from here, this is all the research I done did. Backlinks. For y'all that don't know, if you do have an existing YouTube channel already, search backlinks. I don't really got time to sit here and explain what backlinks do. It's pretty much common sense. But backlinks are very, very, very important tool when it comes to YouTube. So look, this is all me. Real look. This is real gems. Now here's another gem right here. This website right here, FameSwap. If you don't want to build your own channel, go to FameSwap. You could buy somebody else's channel and start there. Free game. I ain't afraid, I ain't lying. And look, all this is in my course, and I'm just sitting here just giving it away casually. But like I said, if you want $45, you get the course. Social Boost, Sprizzy. If you have a channel that's like if you make a channel for like rain videos or manifestation videos or anything, you go to these websites, right? You got tube.biz, sprizzy.com, Private Gate, Flincy. These are all websites that'll help you get views and subscribers legitly, right? None of that fake stuff that can mess up your page. I don't do that on Hookah Anonymous because that's not what Hookah Anonymous is for. I really want people to get the message when I post stuff on Hookah Anonymous. But them other pages, this is what I use right here. Things like this, boost your views, make money. You easily make $10,000 a month off of YouTube alone by using these websites. What is this? Anyway, like I said, y'all know me. I ain't gonna sit here and steer you wrong, but I'm also not going to sit here and try to force you to get the information. I tell people all the time, your life is your decision. I tell my little sisters, your life is your decision. I'm not running behind you. I'm not asking what guy you messing with. I'm not asking you doing drugs. None of that. None of that. I'm going to tell you, listen, you shouldn't be doing that. That's corny. And my little sisters will tell you. I tell them, don't do that. That's corny. Nah, we don't do that. Right? And then I'm not going to run behind you. What I do, and it works. Whether you got a kid, a younger sibling, anything, or somebody that looks to you for guidance. Tell them nobody's going to be running behind you. Life is different. Once you, because you know, a lot of the kids, they used to junior high school, they used to elementary school where they're being chased by security to stay in school. They're being chased by their deans to stay in class. Their teachers to stay, to stay, to stay. Once you get to high school and they let you do what you want, that's when you really start to feel it. Because guess what? Nobody's going to be there to care about your future more than you. You see what I'm saying? Nobody's going to care more than you. The decisions you make right now, today, and this is what I tell my sisters right here, whatever decision you make today is going to shape your future. So you choose. You choose. What you do ain't going to hurt me. You choose. I ain't got time to sit here and run behind no kids, man. None of that. And I love them to death. My fault, I'm rambling. What's up, CJ? Appreciate you for pulling up. I was just in one of my tizzies. You know, but nah, it's real, man, because there's a lot going on in this world today. A lot of people playing weird, like they just playing games. Right now is not the time to play. Right now is not the time to beef with anybody. Right now is the time to be acting like you hating. Live life to the fullest because you don't know when it's gonna be over. And that's real. Do what you want. Do what you want. Let me tell you, if you got it to where you don't need to depend on anybody, right? And you doing whatever you doing, do what you want. Life is short. Life is short, y'all. Look what's going on. You got floodings happening everywhere, tornadoes, hurricanes, fires. Every time you turn around, it's something. Live life. Live life. All I can say, man, make money and have fun in the process. Simple. It's crazy because I always say I'm going to only just be on here for an hour. It's already, what, 12:21. And y'all think I'd be kidding, right? First of all, I don't sleep. It's 12:21. I got to be up at 4:30, 5 o'clock, the latest. And I'm here on here. And then I'm probably going to edit a little bit of video before I go to sleep. I don't know, because I really should be asleep, but it is what it is. What's the word, though? How y'all doing? How y'all night going? Or morning, whatever. Yeah, hold on. Let me see some. Let me see some. Sheila saying, Anyway, listen, shout out to y'all, man. Hopefully you learned something from the live. For anybody that want to do YouTube, I don't know if you screen recorded, I don't know if you screenshot it, or whatever the case may be. Take that information, use it for what it's worth. It's a lot of money on YouTube, period. Even if you don't want to show your face and blog or anything, it's a lot of money. What I prefer to, go on TikTok, and whatever you don't understand, use that. TikTok is like the new YouTube, right? I always tell people that. When they ask me how to do something, I tell you either go to YouTube or TikTok, but I recommend TikTok because TikTok is really like the new YouTube. For real. You learn anything and everything on TikTok, y'all. So I'm about to get off this. Like I said, I hope y'all learned some. If you still want the course, it's up to you. Hit me on Instagram at Hookah Anonymous _. Hookah Anonymous _. And just hit me on who's that? Document the dad. Listen, hit me on Instagram. I'm gonna send you the link because I can't do it here. I'm not on StreamYard. But just hit me on Instagram. After you hit me on Instagram, I'm gonna just send you the link and then you take it from there. All right, so like I said, y'all, I appreciate y'all for pulling up. If you took anything from it, I hope you screen record or screenshot it because I gave away a lot of gems just chilling. We just chilling. If not, you still want the course, hit me up on Instagram. Appreciate y'all always for pulling up. Please subscribe to the YouTube, and I'm out, man. Shout out to y'all.